Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight was. And I am not out right now in nature because I needed to kind of cool off. It is a beautiful day, and I love these cool nights. So anyway, I really hope you're really getting out in nature, of course, and it doesn't have to be hiking. It could be anything to get out in nature, but make sure you protect your skin and drink the right kind of water. And also make sure you're, being gentle with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself or others, because Starlights, I'm watching you guys and girls. Please, we need this. We need this for, the future, for the kids, to really be thoughtful of how you are with anybody out in public, because you don't know what they're going through. And anyway, besides that, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And I'm sorry about the shadow here. Is at the library, and I have never been in this study room, so I gotta go with the flow. So Starlight's going with the flow. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you can give this video a thumbs up. That is, if you want to be that change in the world, so we can see the change in the world by working on ourselves. And not only giving my videos a thumbs up, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can also leave me a beautiful message down below. And thank you to all of you out there. Yes, you and you and you. I see you all out there. I really appreciate all of you that have been loving and supporting Starlight, liking her videos, watching her videos, and leaving a message. And let me see. Yeah, I think just inspiring me. Thank you so much. And also, you could share my videos with anyone. And don't forget to check out my playlist, because you don't know what the heck Starlight was talking about all this on the other videos, because I've made a lot of videos. I've been a very busy bee. And also, you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. Ooh, I have like an itch. So anyway, before I start, this is a top that the universe blessed me with, and I love it. Look at this. It's got I've never had wore a shirt like this, so I just wanted to take a few minutes. And do you ever do what Starlight does? I am so grateful. I am so grateful for the many blessings that God has done in my life. So, God, I thank you for all my clothes, my jewelry, my pants, my car, my food that I get, my health, being in the situation where I am so grateful for my health, my body, and, that I'm growing. I want to just say thank you to God for not giving up on me and always inspiring me with people that God puts in my path. I want to thank the archangels for all the hard work they do, and helping Starlight. It's like I am really grateful for all the protection I get from Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael and all the other, legions of other angels of light that do protect me. And also Archangel Gabriel and all the other archangels that are there loving and supporting me and helping me in ways that I'm not even aware of. So it is so important really to think about the things. Don't take your life for granted. And, and this is what I'm going to talk about today is, and this is a big, huge problem in the world, is that people they take their life for granted. And I have tried in the past to do different things by, trying to do my best. But now I'm doing it. I am doing it. I am working on it. I'm actually, eating healthier. And I thank God, I thank the universe, and, for the food that I get every day, and, where I can, and the water that I get, so I can be able to go out and reach more people. And, so it's so important, to start off in the beginning in your life to really think of the kind of food that you're eating. And, there's a lot of people in the world that are changing their diets around. And it is sad when we do see people, loved ones, maybe family or friends or even people that we know in public, and we hear, not that they're rumors, but we hear that, they had to go to the doctors. And I know many people. My brother passed away not too long ago, and that's not, it's about not really loving yourself. And I just talked to a beautiful lady yesterday, and I'm sorry if she's watching this YouTube channel. I'm, it's a name that I was not familiar with, but we talked for more than a couple hours at a park yesterday, at a very beautiful park. And she was so young. I was so amazed with the knowledge that she already has and the wisdom that she already has at her young age. So it was such a blessing. And I would never change. I want to change myself, yes, and grow, but where God has put me, as far as living in my vehicle and not being in New York anymore, and being able to see different areas and meet very interesting people and beautiful, sweet people out in the world, I am blown away. So it's not really what Starlight really expected in the beginning of this. And I thought when I got in this situation that, all right, Starlight, hurry up, and go get a job, run, and hurry up, get a job so you can get an apartment again. And that's not what God wanted. I wanted to prove to all of you how quick somebody could get back on their feet after being homeless. But, I had to put my pride down, realizing that's not really what God wanted, because I was trying to get a job in where I used to live in Albany, New York. I went for interviews, was trying to get a job that I was really going to enjoy, and I wasn't going to settle for anything less, and, I was getting messages, and, so I was confused in the beginning, not understanding, but I was getting information from the universe and the angels of what God really wanted. And I have been going along on this journey, and where I am right now, I really am so excited. I really don't, I'm taking those steps, and not knowing from day to day what God is going to do, so great and mighty things are going to be happening in my life. So I'm so excited to see what God is going to do. And but we really need to take a break, and really think of all the, if you have children, if you have family and they're still here, do you thank God for the family that you have, that you, sorry, my nose is a little runny right now. Have you ever thanked God, for your family, the ones that are still here and the ones that are close to you? Do you ever thank God for, the house that you live into, no matter what it is, whether it's a house, an apartment, an RV, because that's where Starlight, Starlight's like, yes, Starlight desires an RV, and that's why I really was having a hard time before, because I didn't know what God was doing. And so it's amazing where I did put videos out where I thought I was just going to settle down somewhere. I thought I found a place, but God really reached on my heart, really, and showed me that, I ended up falling in love with traveling and meeting new people and talking to many different beautiful souls. And I really needed this. I really did. I really needed to meet people like myself, like-minded people and beautiful people. I've met lots of beautiful people. A lot of people, that I met that are struggling. There's a lot of people that are struggling in the world. And that's why it's so important to be grateful for what you have. Like, count your many blessings. And it's more than one, two, three. And it is good to even write them down, being grateful. I have a journal book that I do that in. I was faithful before doing that, but I'm saying thank you every day, when for the protection I get every day. I am amazed how the universe, not only God, but the universe and my angels and the spirit, the spirit animals, I don't know what else to call them, but they give me messages, and there's times I don't even realize it, that and that's why it's so important, like when you get numbers or if you see an animal, to check it out, because like I did tell somebody a story the other day. I was I did get a message, and an animal, it was a beautiful, I love nature, I love all these animals, but I didn't look up what does it mean, for when I saw this particular animal. And it was a sign from the universe and the angels that there was a person in my space that was not good for me. But I didn't look at that message. I didn't check it out, because I had so many messages in that day. And I really kind of didn't do that. And I ended up meeting a person right after I got that message, but I didn't get the message. I did get the animal that was a sign from the universe, let me know that there was a person. And it is amazing how God used the wind and the rain to get me away from a person that I believe was really up to no good. And I was by myself with that person where nobody would have found me. And it's amazing how the wind really picked up and it started raining. And God knows how I am when that happens. Starlight has to go because I had to go and find a parking spot. I had to get in my car because it is hard to get myself ready for bed at nighttime, if it's pouring out, so it's always best for me to hurry up and, get to my place that I park so I can get everything situated in my vehicle so I am ready for the night and I don't get all my stuff soaking wet. So God actually protected me, like made the wind blow like really crazy. It was calm and peaceful. And then before I know it, and this is not the first time the universe has done this, is to protect me with the angels, because they knew what was going on. And it was a man. I wasn't really thinking, the guy was drinking alcohol. I don't even know how long he was drinking alcohol, but I have a heart. And he said he was a veteran man, and I was talking to him and I felt really sorry for him. And a lot of men know that with women is that, women, they have a heart and that they're going to feel bad for you. And, so this happens a lot with me with men as I've been on this journey, where I'll hear these sad stories, and it does work on my heart because I do care. But, it's amazing how God got me out of the situation. And I ended up going to my car, and the guy did walk me to the car. And then that's when he started talking in a really horrible way with me. And it is, once I got to my car, the wind stopped, because I understood that I needed to get away from that man. I really didn't know until after it's beautiful. So really be thankful for all the times that you're protected, and you might not even be aware of what's going on in your surroundings, So, that's why it's so important to be really grateful. Be grateful for, like the food that you receive. And, I know a lot of people are complaining about the prices, and that is going to happen. There's, those things are going to happen. And we still have to be grateful, and it's a mindset really, as a lot of people will have fear when they see those prices going up. And my mentor taught me a lot before is, like, don't let fear come in because the prices are going up. You got to really still eat healthy. Don't go backwards and eat junk food because like, I can't afford that. Now you're going to go and eat junk food. And that's pretty much what they do, is they jack up the prices and hoping that you buy junk food. So you really got to take good care of yourself. And not only, the kind of, like, what kind of food are you eating? I'm in a different situation. So I am eating food, but when I get in a better situation later on, I'm going to, get other food, like, that is better for me to eat. And right now is because it's a mindset. It is a mindset for me, just like it is for you. But it's a lot easier when you have cash in your hand, so, and sometimes I have to ask for more in my life, ask, because it's a mindset, and I'm putting myself here for you to listen to me on this topic, is because we can't think small. And that's what I've been doing. I've been thinking small, and God doesn't want me to think small. So we need to think big, we got to dream big. So, we got to believe and trust in these things. And when I am talking to you, I'm talking to myself. So this message is not just for you, it's for me, and I just got messages the other day. That's why I'm saying this now, is because the messages that I do receive, and I'm like, oh, I could have, one of those, I could have, but we shouldn't say, I shouldn't, and I could have. But, we got to be loving and caring with ourselves, and it's okay. We're not always going to get it right every day. Those are lessons that we got to learn each day, is to protect your energy and really be thoughtful of the people that you have around you and your space, and be grateful for the ones that you have in your life. And that's why, spend time with those people. If they're loving and supporting you and they're not toxic people, spend time with them. Let them know. Say, hey, I appreciate you. I love you. I'm sorry. Even like with me as a YouTuber, I say thank you to the people that have been loving and supporting Starlight. I appreciate the people that helped me along this journey. I thank God for the people because it's God out there helping me out. We're all connected. We all have God in us. So God is when I let go of fear and let go of doubt, let go of toxic people and let go of toxic things that are not good for me. Like I put that video out, having a hard time letting go of things can really mess us up, the energy. And, so we really do got to protect ourselves and be grateful for everything, because there's going to be a time in the future is that you might be doing great right now, but you don't know how long your things are going to be going the way they are right now. Because just like with COVID, do you think that, because things are kind of quiet right now and nothing's really happening, do you think it's the end? Do you think that they're not going to create another, fear tactic out there to trip you up later on? That is, I explained to somebody the other day, that is why I had to end my cleaning business, because I know later on in life, they used that COVID, and it damaged my cleaning business. And I knew if something like that happened again, I wouldn't be able to make it. So just because you have a job right now and you are able to go to work and you don't have to wear a mask, it doesn't mean later on that you're going to be in that same situation. And I say this is because I am not the only one out here doing this as far as reaching other people. Either, people are writing books, or they might be working with the community, and that's what God wants me to do. And that is where I'm figuring this out each day as it comes, is to be guided, because God wants me, and I'm so excited. I really am. I'm ready to be used of God. And I'm overly excited. I'm sorry, I'm so overly excited because I wanted this my whole life, and God has been preparing me. The more I go through this, God has been preparing me this, where I am right now, my whole life. So I'm so excited because I love people so much, and I do want to be a voice to the voiceless, and I sacrificed everything to be where I am today. And I'm not going to be in this situation much longer, because God is going to bless me, and I really don't know how, and I don't know, but I'm just taking that step every day. So be grateful for the job that you have. But if you have a job that you don't like and that you hate and it's stressing you out, then you're not where you really belong. So if you're punching that clock, the 9 to 5, but it's not where your heart belongs, you don't like it, the people could be toxic, then you're not really where you should be, and it causes a lot of stress in your life. And I'm sorry, I have an itch here. So you got to be grateful for, the family, the food, your clothing, and the clothes, you got so much stuff. Do you ever, I've done this my whole life. This is why I'm being blessed right now. I've done it my whole life, is donated everything to other people. I gave a lot of my arts and crafts stuff to kids where I used to live, so they can enjoy art, so they can use their, creativity. I gave so many things away, and I left, believe it or not, I left everything at the apartment, because my landlord really wanted me out. So anyway, and I had to let all that go. And so if you got extra stuff laying around, God will bless you. And, by letting it all go is going to help clear out the space, and you'll feel better not having it there. So I am out here now, just like many other people out there in the world, is we, the light workers, the chosen ones, I'm like a star seed, we are out here doing the work now. We're learning how to do stuff now. I am doing this without government help. I didn't go to the government for help, doing what I'm doing right here. I took a step of faith. If, there might be a time that you might have to go through what I am going through right now. I am going out because I've been chosen to be in this situation. I was ready. God put me out here to get me ready so I can help you later on, because a lot more people are going to be in a situation where I am, similar to where I am now. So it is wise not to spend your money foolishly and buy things that you have no need of. And I repeat this, you could do what you want with your money because it's money that you have, but really be wise. There's a lot of things out there in the world that is stealing, if you're just buying stuff for looks, to say, hey, look what I have, to brag about what you have and to entertain other people with material value, you're only going to hurt yourself later on. Is to really spend your money wisely, and really to me is to really be wise of how you're spending it. Cut back, really. I really think that you ought to cut back on your spending, because you don't know what the future holds, and I don't want you to be afraid, but be smart at what you're doing, because if you go and blow all your money now, you need to enjoy it. Go on your vacation, go buy your clothes, go get the food, take care of your children, buy healthy food, but really, you might want to store up for later on anyway, and really to learn how to go camping. Because there's something coming down the road later on in the future that you might not see, and that's why I'm out here now, is so I can help people when they get in this situation. I already learned how to go through this. So really be grateful for the water that you have, and hopefully it doesn't have fluoride and all this crap in it, and thank God for what you have now, because you don't know, you could end up in this situation and it could catch you off by surprise. And if you do get in this situation, do not be afraid. Let love guide you and not fear. And that didn't come from me, even though I'm saying it, that came from my mentor. It's so important. My mentor was telling me before I got in this situation, he knew how much I loved taking a hot bath. He said, well, you ought to get used to taking cold ones. And, my mentor knew a lot before I even got in this situation. So now I'm understanding how, is when you start doing the inner work on yourself, then, and you get those, you study, or, you actually find out who you are, is that you're going to find out about your surroundings by the numbers, repeated numbers, symbols, and, studying your dreams. Then you're going to get downloads of information to help you and guide you. And that's going to be like that thing, I think they call it a lifesaver, that they throw out in the water to save you. You need that. You're going to need that later on. And I'm telling you, they got something up their sleeve later on, and, right now everybody's like, oh yeah, and, football season is coming up. I think right now it's the college football, but then the real deal is in September 5th, and that's when people really get distracted besides the Olympics. So really be grateful for your health, and some of you might say, but Starlight, my health is really bad. Well, there's times that we cause that stress in our life that causes the problems with our health. Stress is a big factor of related problems with our health. And that's why it's so important to find out who you are and learn how to meditate, because those chakras, if they're closed, it's going to affect your health. It can. And if you're not taking care of yourself in a healthy way, like smoking cigarettes and drinking too much alcohol and doing drugs that are not good for you, yeah, that's gonna happen. It's gonna mess you up. My brother's not here anymore because he did not take care of himself. He ate so much sugar. He ate lots of sweets. He ate anything and everything, and it affected his heart, and his arteries and all that got clogged up. He was scared out of his mind, and that fear ended up bringing him to his grave, really. He was so afraid. And then it was just his heart eating. He had Lyme's disease, lung cancer. He smoked most of his life, and he quit, but he quit too late. It was too late. I don't have him around here anymore because he didn't really love himself, so you really got to be grateful for what you have and really love yourself and let go of those things that, are not good for you. And thank God, if your health is good right now, I don't have to take any medications. I'm a rare case. I don't know about your health. Sometimes we can't help the things that we have in our life because it might have came from our ancestors, or different things in the world. So, but be grateful and thank God, thank you, because not everybody, there's people in wheelchairs, there's people that lost their legs, there's people that lost their arms, so be thankful that you have what you have. And even if you don't have those things, be still grateful that you're still here. I love you so much, and really, it's a good time to really take a break sometime and really just say thank you, because we don't have to have all what we have, and be grateful for your vehicles if you have one, your bicycle, or your children and their health. How are they? And that's why it's so important to feed them right from the start. I can't, I could sit here and have my face turn purple and try to love you and let you know how to take good care of yourself, but it's all up to you whether you take any of my advice at all. And I know I say don't listen to other people. Don't listen to other people who are trying to control you and tell you what to do in a negative way. I'm only here as a guidance, as a teacher, as an influencer, because I love and care. I've watched many people's lives go down the tubes because they didn't really love themselves. If you really loved yourself, you would, when the next time you go to the store, when you see all the junk food first thing when you walk in the grocery store, put the blinds on and say, no, you know what? I love myself. I know this stuff isn't good for me. I know this isn't good for me. I know that isn't good for me. If you don't put it in the cart. And for your kids, they're always, they don't know any better. They're only going to learn from you. So we have to teach our kids right from the start so then they can have a healthy life later on. Don't you want to see your kids live until they're 100 or even older than 100 years old because they were eating healthy and a good, clean life? It's not just about eating healthy. It's about taking good care of yourself and loving yourself and getting out in nature. So it's a whole lot of stuff combined, so, and living a good, clean life, pure life, like a good pure life, that like going out and loving people, not going out and like being toxic to people and destroying people's life, because that's a stressor. So anyway, I do love you so much, and I thank God for putting me where I am. I am amazed. I thanked God this morning, and that's why I'm doing this today. So I appreciate all of you. So be grateful for everything you have, and I love you so much. You could give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can also, sorry, my nose. I have sinus problems right now. It's the temperature, and I keep on shifting different areas. I gotta probably do some chakra clearing somewhere with my nose. So I gotta find out what chakra that is for sinus. It might be allergies for all I know. So anyway, I do love you so much, and really tell God, say thank you. Every day. It shouldn't just be once in a while. I do this every day. I wake up being grateful in the morning. I am grateful that I have somewhere to sleep. So I could go on and on of how grateful I am. But of course, that would be a long video to edit. So anyway, you can also share this video. And don't forget to leave a message down below. You can also check my playlist out. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Digman Starlight. I love you so much. I do. And I'm doing all that I can to be here for you and for the future of the children. That's what I'm here for, because God put this I signed up for this. So I love you so much. This is Starlight, love, light, and